Howard, I got hurt at work in the warehouse. My boss doesn't believe me.
Aiken Law has over 100 attorneys and staff ready to work for you. If you've been hurt on the job, in a car accident, or suffered a medical mistake, call 312-6-million.
Starting with Burke, putting us in a good spot there to cover a lot of innings, and obviously a lot of quality innings there. Talking about this offense that they have and the importance of limit walks, and did a nice job with that. And then Newcomb behind them was special.
Did you have an idea that he had that much length available tonight, or was it kind of like checking in with him every inning?
Yeah, checking in with him and really trusting the player. And he's been around this league a long time and has an understanding of his body and where he's at. And I think that definitely pushed him to the limit there, specifically with the previous workload that he's had. But he wanted the ball and obviously did a great job.
When he threw 42 Saturday, right? He threw what he did tonight. Like, how do you manage when you can bring him back again then after that? Because it would seem more than just like a normal inning outing type of thing.
Yeah, you're gonna have to give him a couple of days, and that's probably at the minimum. And then from there, you just trust the player to give you feedback on where he's at. And obviously, taking on that kind of load is a lot. So want to obviously communicate and be proactive with that as we get through these last couple of days.
How did you guys neutralize the top of their order? Your top three guys, your best hitters, reached base once on a walk.
Yeah, really good job competing in the zone. Sean starting with the fastball. I thought he did a good job of speeding him up a little bit, and then some off speed. They was able to get some chase on below. So really good job of being aggressive in the zone and then expanding at the right times.
Your defense continues to be more than solid. How much do you attribute that to your success this year?
Plays a big part of it. Especially if we are not striking guys out as much as maybe we want to at times. To be able to turn balls into play and outs is obviously a very important part of success. Yeah, it was awesome there. Obviously, starting with Colson being able to drive that ball through the 4-hole there. And then Vargas, a second really good swing after the first one I thought had a chance to get out. So, it was just enough tonight. And obviously, for our pitching staff to put us in a position to make those runs count means a lot.
What do you think of Messick overall for them?
It was really good stuff, really good fastball. Thought he beat us with it a ton, at the top of the zone specifically, but really good stuff, man.
Burke had 2 starts against Phillies and Dodgers where he wasn't happy with how much he attacked. What have you seen the last 2 times out that have looked more assertive overall?
Just pitch with more confidence, attacking the zone. I think he's a guy that has obviously very good stuff, and it's just about being in the zone with it and just staying on the attack. And as he's continued to do that over these last 2 outings, I think we've seen the confidence builds as well.
Sean, obviously it's 2 really nice back-to-back outings for you.
Yeah, I felt good, man. I just kind of tried to carry what I was doing in New York into today, both pitch plan stuff and then delivery-wise, how the body was felt, and kind of just the attack plan there.
What has been the difference the last 2 for you?
I think just getting back to kind of blowing up the zone middle early, and then that always seems to kind of get me back in sync. But I think, when I start going bad, I think I'm trying to do a little bit too much where, at the end of the day, I'll live with those balls that get clipped, that go those homers where, I'd much rather have an outing like that than some outings where walks and then some cheap hits kill me.
How's, been an evolution in your career? I mean, it's not easy to say, I can live with home runs, but where did you kind of get to the point where you can kind of move on from those pretty quickly?
Yeah, I think that it's tough. I think you have some outings where like that Dodgers outing, you give up home runs, and it's frustrating, but I think you just have to kind of go back to playing the percentage game and understanding that, if you do that over and over and over again, odds are the results are going to be in your favor.
What is first place mean? It's 78 games for you guys right now.
No, it's huge. I think that we all think we should be there, and it's obviously early in the season still, so we got a lot of work to do. But take care of business against them, and then hopefully come in tomorrow, sweep them, and then we got Kansas City coming back, and then we go back to their place next week. So continuing to take it a day at a time, and we know where we're at, we know what we're capable of, but it's still a long season, so we got to keep playing like this.
We asked Grant this pregame, but the evolving at home. You guys are 22-4 in the last 26 games.
Yeah.
What are some of the things you attribute to that dominance?
Yeah, I think that everybody's comfortable here, and obviously the fans are showing out. It's a Tuesday night tonight, and there's 30,000 people in the stands. playing. So, yeah, I'm truly excited every single time I wake up and get to pitch at home.
You guys have trusted the next guy you're handing the ball to every year, but or every day this year. But Newcomb tonight was something else.
Yeah, no, Nuke's a dog. I mean, he's been doing this all year for us. And I think when, the starters kind of joke around, like when we get out of the game, there's a runner on, like I see Newcomb coming in the bullpen, like I feel a lot better. So, no, I mean, he's been doing this all year for us. I don't think he's getting the recognition he deserves with how good he's been and how versatile he's been. You've seen tonight going, 3 innings, and he's come up and gotten, 1 inning out. So he's just so versatile. He's been good in every single role he's been in.
We know with the bullpen down, you can't just say, okay, I'm going to throw a complete game. But when you guys are aware, is there a little extra incentive to stay in there longer?
Yeah, I mean, obviously every game you're trying to go in there as long as you can, but kind of understand where we're at with how the past week was, and then going into this week. But just trying to do everything I can, keep the pitch count down. I think that goes back to what I was saying of just blowing up the zone middle 0-0 and going from there, and that's going to limit your pitches. And that lasted, or the 5th inning maybe got a little bit long on me, but other than that, I feel like it was pretty good.
Yeah, it's just kind of the nature of my role. Just wanting to throw a lot of innings, get big chunks in whenever I can. So I'll be one of the 5 starters. It's the best way to do it, and it felt good.
How do you kind of get yourself prepared to come back? I mean, I think you threw 42 Saturday, right? 2 days later, you're pretty
Yeah, usually like in that 40 to 50 range, a couple days just to get me feeling good. I kind of think of it like a starter. You go for a starter, 50 a day or 2 throw sides. Obviously, sides and games a little different, but able to use that first day as a big recovery day, get the second day, get the body movement. Usually day 3, I'm ready to throw a little bit, usually not 3 ups like that, but I kind of called for it. The pen was kind of taxed yesterday, so I knew I was too big for the squad.
What were the conversations like between you and Zach, or you and Will throughout the game, wanting to get back out there either inning?
Yeah, I mean, I got through the second there. I came in, kind of had a feeling they would appreciate me to, say I was good for the next one, so I kind of could see in their eyes. I told them I was good, so I was looking forward to those opportunities, so that was good.
How much pride do you guys have in that bullpen right now?
Yeah, it's awesome. I mean, obviously you guys aren't going to be perfect every single day. It's, going out there having to recover many times a year, but those guys have been doing great this year. There's a handful of us really crushing the leverage roles, and everyone throughout's been really doing their job well, eating up innings when we need to, and just kind of battling. And, it's not the most glorious job out there, so we're making the most of our chances, and I think we've been putting the team in a good spot.
You were really professional about acting out of spring training to put you in the pen because you were thinking you were going to be a starter. How difficult was that?
I mean, I knew the reality of where the team was at, and all the young talent in the rotation, the desire to get them kind of going in their careers, and as well as competing at the same time. So I knew I didn't earn it based off how I pitched in spring. Like I said to them when I talked to them, that I was eyeballing, first week of the season, opening day, to be like full go, and it just didn't match up. And I knew there was a lot of value in doing my role in the bullpen, and especially after Vassell was going through what he's going through, that was going to be important. So that's what I did last year, and I was, just took it for what it was, and looked forward to helping.
The younger guys in the pen talk about, kind of looking up to you, not just the way you go about your business, but how you get it done, kind of on the field and off. You relish that at all? Are you satisfied in knowing that?
Yeah, that's good. I mean, I kind of try to take after one of the vets I grew up with was Nick Markakis. He came in, did his work, was one of the hardest workers, and just led by example, and was always there to talk if needed, be some more quiet. So I feel like that kind of fits my mold, but try to lead by example, put in the hard work, and then just be there as someone to talk to that's been through a lot of the situations that they're going to be going through.
You guys are 16-8 in one-run games. I know you said not perfect every time, but what's kind of just the confidence level of this group in close games that you guys have what it takes?
Yeah, just being on the positive end of that, I think is important. I think when I signed here, I was talking to Vassell, they had something like 30 or so one-run losses or something like that last year. So, coming in, and obviously when Surf signed and they got Hicks over here, the bullpen started getting built up, and that was a big sign that, if we're going in a good direction, if we can take even a third or half of those games and flip it, we're in a good spot. So as long as we just kind of keep the mentality we got, and we're in a good spot.
I just try to compete at this point. I just trying to get on base and let the guys behind me do the job. I got a really good picks and put a good swing on it.
You hit them pretty well early too. When you see you
Yeah, I feel like I got good couple swings. Just unlucky the first at bat, but definitely just try to go out there and compete, and just try to do my best out there.
That slider was really inside. Were you kind of aware of it a little bit to keep your hands in to be able to keep it fair?
Yeah, I mean, a little bit. I just trying to go inside the ball and just try to drive the ball to the middle, and then just react to that ball and just put a good swing on it.
What is you guys are alone atop the division now. What does that mean, being in first place at this point of the season?
No, it means a lot. We know how important this series means for us, and especially after a tough road trip. Coming back home, and I've been saying that a lot, but the atmosphere here at home is way different. It's like a lot of people showing up every single day, and we can feel that, and the energy out there is very high every day.
How are you guys able to kind of quickly? Mentions a tough road trip. You see you guys able to shrug it off pretty quickly.
Yeah, these guys, they're great, man. They awesome. They dogs. They go out there every single day and compete. Down in the score, we go back and like games like yesterday, and then we came today and we got a really tight game, and then we played good defense. The pitchers came really good, both Sean. So I think as a team we've been doing great.